We begin with French President Emmanuel Macron at the United Nations General Assembly. This afternoon, he is expected to formally recognize a Palestinian state. And it comes just a day after the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and Portugal all came out in favor of Palestinian independence.
Also this morning, we have this new video out of London. The special ceremony marks the raising of the Palestinian flag at the Palestinian mission to the UK. Also new this morning, tens of thousands of protesters in Italy calling for a nationwide strike to support Palestinians in Gaza. They are also demanding that their government join other Western nations to recognize a Palestinian state. Let's get some analysis right now. Joining us now, Axios politics and foreign policy reporter Barak Ravid. He's also a CNN political and global affairs analyst. Barak, there's a lot of international momentum right now towards the recognition of a new Palestinian state. How is Israel, first of all, responding to this?
Hi, Wolf. I think Benjamin Netanyahu finds himself almost 2 years after October 7th, this horrible, horrific terrorist attack, more isolated than ever. And with Netanyahu, the entire country is more isolated than ever. And I think this is what we're going to see in the next few days at the UN General Assembly. You know, Netanyahu published his schedule for the UN General Assembly. And, you know, no offense to anybody, but his bilateral meetings are with the leaders of Serbia, Argentina, and Paraguay. I covered a lot of his trips in the past. His itinerary looked very different in the past, with many more leaders from more prominent countries. And I think it tells you a lot about where Israel is today.
It certainly does. How much concern is there, Barak, in Israel that the country is being increasingly isolated out there on the international stage?
I think there's a lot of concern. Netanyahu himself said it publicly. He said that Israel is undergoing isolation. He even said that Israel should be like Sparta. He called it Super Sparta, something that got the stock market in Tel Aviv to crash. And so I think a lot of people feel that way. I think Netanyahu is totally aware of the situation. But at the same time, one of the things that he's considering at the moment in retaliation to those recognitions of Palestine is to not take a step back, but to double down by annexing parts of the West Bank, something that will only increase the international pressure and criticism on Israel. Even the Trump administration is telling Netanyahu that this would be one step too far and is urging him not to do it.
How much pressure is Netanyahu under right now to take steps to free the remaining Israeli hostages in Gaza as the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, ramps up its military campaign in Gaza, especially Gaza City?
Well, there's only one person Benjamin Netanyahu cares about, and this is President Trump. The domestic pressure, the demonstrations, the tens of thousands of Israelis that are going to the streets to call for an end to the war and the release of the hostages, all of those, I mean, Netanyahu doesn't care about them. He cares about one person, and this is Donald Trump. And the interesting thing is that Donald Trump tomorrow is going to meet with the leaders of 6 Arab and Muslim countries and present to them, maybe for the first time since he's president, his ideas and his principles for ending the war in Gaza. And I think this could be a very meaningful meeting, especially that next Monday, Netanyahu himself will arrive in the Oval Office for his 4th meeting with Donald Trump since January. And he will also be presented with those principles and ideas. So I think that Donald Trump, you see, while publicly he's giving support to Netanyahu, I think what he's doing is try to find a way to end the war as soon as possible.
All right, Barak Ravid, thank you very, very much.
fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.